Hi folks, thanks for joining me again. I'm Stephen Cronin, and today I've got a harbour sunset type scene. We've got loads of boats here and the harbour walls and things just silhouetted against the light sky. And we've got that light just reflected in the water here, breaking up the darks, coming right through into the foreground. So before I show you how I painted this one, let's have a look at the materials. So the palette for this one, I used ultramarine, lemon yellow, raw sienna and light red. So those are the only colours I used. They're all Cotman watercolours. And then the brushes, there's always got the large Ron Ranson Hake. I used a 3/4 inch flat for doing the boats, and then the two rigger brushes, a number 3 and a 0. Right, so let's get we'll start off with a bit of red in there, I think. Nice bright colour. And take a bit of lemon yellow. All that yellow, that's going to mix in with the red. Bit of raw sienna in there as well. Light red. And I'm going to introduce a bit of ultramarine towards the top. Bit of ultramarine down below as well, I think. And then a bit of red, ultramarine. Stick that up there, look how dark it's going on there. Some real nice big clouds. Let's darken some of that as well. Now I'm just popping in a few clouds, just using the edge of the brush. What I might do is I don't know if I've added anything actually. Well, shall I leave them in? No, it's paint over them. So what I might do is spray it again. Just give it a quick spray. Just to sort of blend these bits together. Ultramarine in there. I'm being careful just to preserve that light area in the centre. I would have preferred a bit more light up here, but it's not too bad. Let's bring some of them clouds down again. What I might do is just give a hint of some sort of like a harbour wall or something. Just get this flat first. I'm going to use this flat brush now and just make some random shapes and things with it. I'm just getting a bit of red, a bit of blue, and then just going to make like just something going on in the distance. Still a bit wet, the water at the moment. The brush, the paper. Get a bit of variation in the heights. Just after some random marks, really. Red and blue again. This time now I'm just going to put a few dabs along that horizon line. Like a few, like, I don't know, cranes and things, and details there in the background. I don't know what they are, cranes or masts off boats in the distance or something like that. But all these little details just help writing. So that's a sort of basic backdrop for our boats. So what I might do is just give that a quick dry. Make sure it's flat. So I just want this a little bit darker, actually, parts of this darker. Something like that, just makes it a bit more three-dimensional. And again, if I put a few more just random marks in there. And now, like in like a normal landscape, these would be like tree trunks and things, but in this sort of thing, it could be either boats or cranes or scaffolding or something, rigging. I think this whole foreground is going to be end up a lot darker than what it actually is at the moment. Let's brush some of that in. I just wanted to sort of darken the tone, just make it a lot more dramatic. All I've been using for these foreground stuff is just red and blue, that's all. Just those two colours. Just using the sort of chisel edge now. Let's pop some boats in. So a quick dry. I'm going to go back to the 3/4 inch flat brush, and the same two colours, just red and blue. And then it's just like have a big one there, popping in a few reflections. I'm going to pop in. Now it's just a challenge. How do I get this, keep it straight? That's the problem, I think. So normally I use a flat brush for this. So I'll just do just a few random marks. Something like that. Let's have another big one here. This time I'm just going to use this. I think it's a lot easier doing it like this, I think. And just use this little rigger brush for just a little bit of detail there. Let's have one over here. Just have a few scattered around here, just smaller ones in the distance, I think. Just darken out a little bit. I think we've got a much bigger one out. I've got one mask that really sort of dominates and goes a lot higher than the rest. Like that. Bring that down there like that. Yeah, I thought I had the wrong brush. I meant to use a size 0, I don't know why I was using a number 3. Obviously this, I think this is what this brush was originally designed to do, the rigging. I think that's why it's called, I'm assuming that's why it's called a rigger. It did the rigging on the boats. something on that one. One more. I don't know why, they just seem to work better in odd numbers. So again, back to the flat brush, bit of red, bit of blue, quite a dark mix. Just actually put that smaller one there. I might also do just put a few masks in, but you can't actually see the bow. The bows are just sort of hiding in the background somewhere. Just pop a few random ones in. Behind that one. Just a few smaller boats. I think I'm pretty close. Gotta have a couple of seagulls somewhere. So 3 little birds up there. And then just finish it off. I'm just going to stick the name down there. I'm going to call that one finished. So let's stick a mount on it and see what it looks like. So there's our finished paints in the mounts. So if we go and have a closer look at it, starting with the sky, you can see plenty of, there's a bit of light red, raw sienna. I think there's a bit of lemon yellow in there as well. And then added a bit of ultramarine just to get the darker bits. Always trying to preserve this light in the middle, and that would come down to create that light, just to break up the darks in the foreground as well. Then you can just about see the background. What I put in first while the paper was still quite wet, and you can see how it softened it all off. And then so you've got basically two distinct layers. The far sort of bluey looking stuff that you can just see buildings just through the boats and harbour there. And we made it a lot darker as we come into the closer layer. Darkened it the same tone as the boats basically. I was just putting very, very simply, using the flat brush, just to put in the main hull of the thing, and then use it for the masts. I mean, just a size 0, just to add on just a little bit of rigging in there. You can also see in the distance we got like other masts from boats sort of around the corner, or it could be the cranes or scaffolding, just general details really, just to keep it interesting. Also added just 1 or 2 smaller little boats here, just like little rowing boats as well, just at the top there where the light's sort of catching the water as it comes right into the foreground. And then just 3 little seagulls there flying overhead. So that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks as always. Probably one of my favourite types of scenes to paint, sort of boat scenes like this, in a sort of evening sunset sort of environment, sort of silhouetted against the light sky. So I hope you're painting along with me. Remember, join me over on Patreon if you want to see loads more videos and post your own paintings as well, and join the group over there. So until next time, keep practicing. If you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. and I'll see you again soon.